Hello, everybody. Hello, my lovely wuwa community that loves to see me upload a wuwa video, right? I am having fun. That's right. Your content creator, your capybara, has been delightfully enjoying wuwa as of late. I don't know why. I don't know what changed. Maybe it was the Augusta Yuno animation leaks. Maybe it's because Chisa is close and I really want her. But this game is pretty fun, right? In HSR, currently it's a bit of a content drought. No new events really. Just do dailies and log off, right? However, even though wuwa is kind of the same thing, because I have a lot of characters unbuilt, I've actually been quite enjoying actually playing the game to progress, right? So this combined with the leaks, my interest, and obviously you guys know, right, calcs and shit, how strong characters are, different team comps, the upcoming characters and all that, it's been quite enjoyable, right? I know I've made some videos that people may find as like negative towards this game. However, I'm genuinely fucking with it right now, at least temporarily, more than HSR, right? Now, of course, this will probably change the second we get leaks for March and Don Hung, because there's going to be a lot of doom posting by the community, and where there is doom posting, someone sends out the bat signal and I give my opinion on the situation, right, as well as the character's value. However, still, I really have been enjoying wuwa lately. This isn't to, like, you know, to be like, oh my god guys, look, I actually like wuwa, so I'm gonna shit on it for the next 5 videos. Like, no, I'm actually having fun. Yesterday I was on wuwa for like 3-4 hours, right? The other day it was the exact same thing. I've been really grinding. I've been going around doing some of the events. I've been, you know, doing a tiny bit of exploration, although not all that much, because of the upcoming Augusta Yuno and other characters. I really like this game, right? I think one of the main issues I had with it before I factory reset my PC a few months ago was that it just kept fucking crashing my PC, bro. Something is wrong with Wuthering Waves, and to be honest, it still is, right? This is the only game I play on my computer where consistently things won't fully load, or it'll crash, or this and that, right? It's the only game that does this. However, back like a few months ago, it was so bad to the point where I could no longer turn on my PC because of how fucked wuwa was cooking my PC every time I opened it, right? So I factory reset it, got it cleaned, of course, and because of this, wuwa is much more runnable than it used to be now, even if it still has its stutters and flaws. But man, this, you know, map is just beautiful, man. Like, I truly feel bad for anyone who's on mobile or like lower end devices. The potential this game has with its graphic fidelity is so fucking high. However, I'm on a 3060 Ti Ryzen 5 5600 XPC. It's not anything new. It's probably pretty average, if not below average at this point, considering how much time has passed. I'm not sure. However, a lot of people won't have a PC like mine, right? Like, well, actually, I should say actually, a lot of people would. They would have a similar graphics card and CPU. However, in other countries where like currency is much weaker, then it would be a completely different story. And my heart goes out to the people who can't, you know, experience wuwa in its full light, right? I mean, getting a PC took me a long ass time. So technically I was one of you guys till I turned, when did I get this PC? 16 or 17 years old, I think. Somewhere around there, right? So that aside, I just wanted to make a quick video talking about how I'm actually playing wuwa a lot recently, and man, I'm really fucking enjoying it. Now, I have to say, right, this ecosystem needs to be buffed, right? Needs. I really dislike the fact that you can't see substats on an echo, and on top of this, even if you do get, you know, substats, you could get the lowest rules and the disparity between the lowest roll and the highest roll in these echoes is fucking insane, right? Like, I believe the lowest roll for crit rate is 6.5, but the highest is 10.5. That is a 8 crit value difference, right? That is more than half of what the 6.5, like, it's insane how much crit value you could be losing out on, even if you have double crit on everything, simply because most of your rolls are low rolls. Now, recently, I got a god Camellia piece, right? This was yesterday. I unlocked Nightmare Crownless, and this was like my 5th run. Crit rate 8.7, obviously low crit damage, nothing you can do about that, but basic attack and ER. This is an insane forecast. However, I do believe everything else except for this wolf has ass crit rolls, right? Yeah, 6.9, 13.8. This wolf has really good crit rolls, but nothing else going for it. 13.8, 9.3 is a nice crit roll. And then 6.9, 13.8. Yeah, as you can see here, they really like fucking me over with these crit rolls. And it just ain't fun, right? It really ain't fun trying to crit fish. And oh my goodness, I know you guys have heard me rant about it before. I cannot stand farming for Brant. Oh my, it is self-torture. I genuinely, anyone who farms for Brant, I feel you, right? I genuinely feel you. I apologize on Kuro's behalf for you having to go through such suffering, right? It would be absolutely miserable. It's to the point I'm not even bothering farming Brant's Echoes anymore, because I might just pull out Gusta upcoming or like some other DPS, and I just don't need Brant, right? I missed out on Lupa, so is there really any point in going weapon plus, Lupa for my Brant to run him hyper carry because I have no Chang Li? Or do I just invest into a newer team that's stronger, right? I'm probably going to invest into that newer team, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it's going. Even though I absolutely love Brant, it seems that pulling him basically did nothing for my account because I took a break from the game in 2.4. And obviously, that's where Lupa was, right? However, I've regained my interest. I'm really fucking with Wuwa right now. I still haven't finished the story quest. I'm on the second part of Lupa's story, right? And then I think after this one is Prolova's. So we'll see how that goes. As you guys all know, I'm not a big story guy. I don't really pay attention to story all that much no matter what game I play. So I'm not going to give content criticizing the story unless it has like very bad flaws even I can realize while skimming over it, right? However, Wuwa, it's just peak, man, right? Even with all the issues, all the predatory practices it has, I've said this so many times, this game is genuinely peak. I genuinely believe it is like objectively the greatest of the mainstream gachas in terms of just like a normal game, right? Like outside of content, outside of anything, predatory practices, whatever, just look at how beautiful this game is, the open world exploration, the fluidity of animations that characters have, honestly rivaled by no one in my opinion in the current gacha space. They've really improved this game, especially from the launch, which I was there, by the way, right? I played since launch quite consistently, and this was the game I started my YouTube channel off of. It really feels nice to see how far they've grown, right? In such a short time, they've grown so much, and it's genuinely like very, very impressive. So just a quick video giving my thoughts on how much I'm enjoying Wuwa recently. Once again, this doesn't mean it's my favorite gacha game, because of course there's the whole convenience issue, and I have multiple HSR accounts to maintain, so some days I won't even feel like touching this game, not because I don't want to, but simply because of how tired I am. However, this game is genuinely very enjoyable for me as of late, and for anyone who, you know, has like blind hate towards wuwa because of the community and all this stuff, I have to say, give it a shot, right? Give it a fair shot and simply try your best to ignore the bad side of the wuwa community. Sorry for the background noise, nothing I can do about it, because a gem like this shouldn't go undiscovered simply because of someone's fear of the community, right? Like, the reason I take breaks from wuwa sometimes if it's community related is because I'm specifically a CC. I see way more opinions than I normally should be, right? And this leads to, you know, it affecting my mindset, seeing so many people's different opinions, so many people's different takes, insults, whatever, right? However, if you're just a normal player, truthfully, just enjoy what you want to enjoy and try to ignore the community as best as you can if it's affecting your mental health or simply just your enjoyment of the game, right? Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. I fucking love Chisa. Oh my fucking god, she's so hot. I cannot wait for this woman to be added, and hopefully that leak about her being a spectral frazzle or arrow support or arrow erosion support is fake, because I need her to be a DPS. Peace.